to actually like do the little ding, show that it started. And look, recording just in case, because I see opening this wants to be a bet now. Greeting interwebs, it's Jackie K. Welcome for another edition of Let's Go Eevee. You might be thinking, Jackie K, you're on the wrong save file. And you're half right. Because before we start on anything in our adventures today, I mean, we're only one gym badge away from making our way to the Pokemon League. So I figured it's a good time to, like, show off bonus content, like, things that we can now get at this point in the game along the way. And I've been debating on how to showcase the Go Park for a while. The big problem is, like, I used a separate save file and a separate Nintendo account to record the Let's Play. So there's no Nintendo Online on the Let's Play file, which is one of the main reasons why we weren't doing battles on there. The other thing was, it's a live recording. I kind of extrapolate like that from the beginning of it all. But also, like, if I'm gonna showcase this live on stream and then later for the YouTube audience, I want to make sure I use a specific Pokemon, just so I don't, like, accidentally dox myself in the process of doing this demonstration. But if I transfer something like a shiny, because I don't have Nintendo Online, then it's gonna take forever and a half to actually get it into the main file, or get it to a file that I'm actually going to use, because no Nintendo Online means no trading with myself and no Pokemon Home. The latter being the big thing. So I figured, like, since I'm using the main file anyways, I might as well show you the whole process of transferring a Pokemon from Let's Go Pikachu, or from Pokemon Go to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It's a little less relevant now, because nowadays you can just go down here, just keep scrolling. I'll have to check in editing if that's okay, but go to Pokemon Home and you can transfer it directly. The main caveat here is that whole energy system. So if you can transfer it to Let's Go Eevee and you don't mind taking the time to go through this process, you can save yourself some energy and save this transport energy for shinies that can't be transferred to this game, specifically Kanto Pokemon and Melton, along with Melmetal. Anything else cannot be sent to Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, so you might as well, like, do all your Kanto stuff here and save that energy for the stuff you can't do through this particular method. So first thing you want to do, if it's not set up already, is set up your Nintendo Switch to be synced up with Let's Go Eevee. As you can see on screen, I go to the Pokemon in my settings in Pokemon Go, go to Nintendo Switch. This was the part that was a little convoluted to me for a little bit. I shake the Pokeball to go to options, and there's an option here called Pokemon Go settings. This is the hardest part. Usually when you do this once, it's all set, but I think because I was jumping between save files, I lost this thing up. Because once usually you pair it up once, and you don't have to do this again. So I have it set here. I would just have to wait for Nintendo Switch to appear on the Pokemon Go screen. It'll ask you your account has been found. It'll say the name of the account you have. And if you want to pair it up, you choose yes. And hypothetically, you never have to do that part again. Now we get to the fun part though. Going into the Go Complex here, you can choose to bring a Pokemon or enter a Go Park. To transfer a Pokemon from Pokemon Home into Let's Go Eevee, you choose Bring a Pokemon. Choose the place you want to drop it off. I know, like, this guide is probably like 3 years too late, but I mean, if I'm doing this like a LP, I might as well go for the whole process. The Pokemon in particular I have in mind to transfer today, I want it to be in that shiny box, or shiny park. So I believe I saved it on, nicknamed it for video. There we go. Actually, do I want to, like, transfer the high IV one? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think I'm gonna be swapping Machops anytime soon, even shiny ones, because I got some pretty good shiny IV Machops on the community day. So you hit the Nintendo Switch icon up in the corner there, and it'll start showing all your Pokemon from Kanto, or the Pokemon that you can transfer, which was, as I said before, Kanto and Pokemon Home stuff, or Melton and Kanto stuff. You know what? I know that these are all from the same place, so I'm gonna just do this one. Big caveat is, once you transfer it to outside Go, whether it be directly to home or to this game, you can get it back into Pokemon Go, so make sure you're certain with doing this before going through. Oh, I forgot to press A. On the Switch now, you go confirm start communication, and eventually the Switch is going to pick up Pokemon Go again. You hit yes. That's all there is to it. You get like a little candy, and the Pokemon will now be hanging out in the Go Park. How about we check up on the little guy while we're here? Along with all the other shinies that I gotta probably like clean out sometime soon. A lot of these are just from like community days where I just get stockpiled them, but feel bad about just transferring them away into the Aether. Because worst case scenario, I could like, if I have too many, I could just like wonder trade them or something. And I don't know if we're gonna find that particular Machop, but this is close enough. From here, it's just practically like in the Let's Go game itself, where it just like appears in the wild. You have to throw your Pokeball at it, and then hope that it gets caught. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, boop. That's all there is to it. Downside is like if you transfer all your Pokemon into here at once, you have to catch them one by one. So like, I mean, if you don't have a lot of Pokemon to transfer into and try to get into home or from home to Sword and Shield, you may just, even with Kanto stuff, be better off directly transferring. Especially because, like, unless it's like a shiny or a super high CP or a legendary, it practically takes no energy in of itself to actually complete the transfer. And you don't have to play this silly little mini game every time you want to, like, get into the game. And even from here, I have to, like, to get into home, I have to stop playing the game and then load up Pokemon Home and just go through that whole process. And one more step if you wanted to get it from into Sword and Shield from there. So, like, unless you're worried about energy, this is technically the most efficient way to get around the whole energy thing to do so. But it is, take it from someone who's been trying to clean out their Go Park for years. It gets tedious. It gets very tedious. You better have a good money grinding spot, because you go through in-game currency quite a bit. Like, thankfully I have the Pokeball Plus here, so like, as long as I put a buddy from this game into the Pokeball Plus, I guess I could showcase that too. But I kind of already have this Pokeball Ball Plus set up currently with a Sword or Shield Pokemon. I really should get into Let's Go Eevee again, because like, you don't get experience, you just get items in Sword and Shield. And I could use the money more in this game. Probably the easiest way I find to actually get money in this game is to have a buddy in my Pokeball Plus from this game, transfer it back every now and then, and they'll usually come back with a whole bunch of rare candies. This game file is kind of at a point where like, I don't even need rare candies for anything else, because I have that many. So I just sold like a bunch of the rare candies I have, and it's giving me more than I possibly could ever need, actually. More money than I could possibly ever need. So, especially if you do have the Pokeball Plus, that's advice I could carry forward. Because, like, there's that crown in the Celadon mark anyways, that's like 1,000,000 Pokédollars, yen, whatever we want to call it. That's a good tip for that as well. Now, before we're done, before I swap over to the Let's Play file, I figured I'd like take a little moment to showcase a fun little thing you can do with the Pokemon in the park. A reason to actually hoard a whole bunch of them. That's for the option down here called the Enter the Play Yard. You have to have at least 20 Pokemon in a park, but once you do, it'll come up in the selection here. Unfortunately, because I've been trying to clean it out, I don't have too many. I don't have all the options, but I have more options than I'd like. As you might get, you'll see as soon as it comes in the whole gimmick behind this. And I just pick up all these Meltons and carry them over to the back of the park there. It's kind of just like a cute little mini... Come on. Oh, come on, you're all just like standing there, not following me, even though we're right here. Come on, come on, come on. Ugh. It's not as annoying as I'm making it out to be, but as you can imagine, the more Pokemon you have for this game, the harder it is. And it's just a fun novelty, just to like have some fun with all the Pokemon that you transfer over to the game, because you'll see at the end the reward we get for it, and it's really not worth it. So if you're not having fun with this, oh, I guess that's the issue I was having. They don't follow you indefinitely. If you get too far away, they just like give up. That's rather unfortunate. Come on, we're right there. There we go. Oh, come on! Stop bullying the little Meltan! He's not even super effective against you. You're super effective against it. Stop bullying the Meltans! I know you're Gen 1ers and don't want to consider Meltan a real Pokemon, but that's no reason to be mean. Come on, Meltan. Alright. How many more do we even have to go? I can't even... Maybe if I was playing on a controller, not the Pokeball Plus, I could zoom out a little? No, I think they specifically make it so you can't zoom in this game, just to make it more challenging. Meltons. Come on and play, little Meltons. Don't get scared, it's just a Pokemon. It's just a ground type. We'll take care of it and fight for you if it gets real mean and attacks. We will fight them off if our hardest blessing is to be our way to good old victory. Come on here, little Melton. No need to be scared, even though you're being brutally attacked. Stop bullying the Meltan. Please and thank you very much. It would be so kind if you could help me out. Thanks a bunch. Come on now. Stop being mean to the Meltan. Oh, pretty, please come on, be clean. These better be the last two. Oh my god, it's like literally last second. I don't know if you like get more points if you get more of them in at the same time, but yeah, it's just like a single candy for all that. Not worth it. It's purely for the novelty. All that said, I think we're ready to hop on over to the main file. So just give me a millisec. Actually, now I'm gonna save one more time just to be on the safe side. That wouldn't take too long. Let me at least browse around and showcase what we actually have to explore quite yet. We have yet to go to Seafoam Islands, which I am in no rush to do. There's this power plant over here that we could check out as well. Also, I just realized we never actually explored Route 18. We just took the long way and never bothered going the other way around. Can I fit this into like 10 minutes? You know what? We'll give it a shot. Probably be a good opportunity to make sure our party has all the experience that they need going forward as well. Like, Order keeps lagging. They are the newest addition to the team, so I'm not too surprised. But I guess this is a good opportunity as any to try to get a little experience their way. I guess I don't want this to be like an all battle-sider, but we haven't really done anything with trainers here, and there is an item I caught off the corner of my eye. Come on. I know I just said that we could afford to battle some more trainers. But I know how long battles can take, I say as I'm trying to catch a Dodrio, even though I'm riding one this very second. But I mean, hey, it was the first Pokeball, so it's not that big of a deal. I figure I might as well fight one of you. Wow, I did a bad bird call. That wasn't even good enough to be considered a bad bird call. It's a bad impression of a bad bird call. Pretty bad, if I say so myself. A little baddie bad. To badding up the best of the bad. Perhaps. We can boast about it being the ball in time. A bad ball in bliss at a bad attempt to be bad. I was going, we could like get our lower level Pokemon some experience, and then one of our higher level Pokemon get the experience instead. Thanks, the XP chair. I mean, there is a simple workaround that's like swap around Pokemon, because there are like some temporary party members I like to get up to speed. Let's see, Gambalea, you're pretty good. Wow, Gambalea and Girl are two highest party members. So Gambalea, you can sit out. Let's not even kid ourselves. With the Dodrio on our party, we're never gonna use Medley again. 69 is... Wait, 69 is actually low leveled? That needs to be alleviated. Girl can sit out for a little bit, and just for funsies, let's see how much experience that our little Pikachu friend that we picked up earlier on our adventure can get just through browsing around here. I meant to pick up the Pokeball, but I'm glad you're happy, Order. Elixir. I believe that restores power points. It's one of those items like I rarely need to use, but when we get into the late game, it's nice to have in a pinch. Alright, let's see if we can get for this battle a little bit better than the last one. No, I knew battles took a long time, but I didn't think we actually run into a situation where I'm pushing the 20-minute mark before actually showing off anything. Let's see how long this takes. If it doesn't take too long, I'll try to squeeze in that route. I don't think it's called a bike path anymore because take a wild guess, there's no more bike on this path. Because we just ride our Pokemon friends instead. Hopefully I, like, didn't underestimate things too much. It looks like Or can just pull this through. Possibly, perhaps. Thank you very much. I was gonna say, we can use an electric type, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's level 3. Also, I'm kind of impressed. We knocked out a Pokemon like 40 levels higher. And that Pikachu didn't gain a single level from that battle. It wasn't in the battle, mind you, but that's still a pretty high level increase. I think like even a small percentage of the EXP you would think would like boost it up incredibly. Apparently not, though. Yeah, I think it's time to get rid of Thunderbolt on Hoopa here. It was funny to have, but like it's the difference between the special attack of Hoopa and her physical attack. I think that's a pretty apparent case of it in and of itself. Oh, it gained 1 single level from that whole trainer fight. Sure. Alright. Let me see if I can like clear out this path so we can like take care of the big stuff in a secondary episode. Pokemon Road lies up from here. Pokemon Road. Yeah. Enjoy walking Pokemon even more. Pokemon Road. Yeah, no bike. I mean, we do get the bike music, so that's pretty neat in of itself. But yeah, like everyone has Pokemon here, and I'm pretty sure these are all also trainer fights. So I guess it's kind of cool that you could like get a preview of what you actually are gonna fight against. Maybe I should alleviate that. I probably have money to spare if I really want it. I mean, if I'm gonna ride my Pokemon friend, it's only fair that I keep them healthy. That's what a responsible trainer would do, right? Okay, so... do I want to fight someone just to demonstrate? I need a little exercise. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because the trainers are much more easily skipped. But there's just something that like really feels... missing. Like a little bit of magic is missing when you can't ride your bike down through it. And I guess like they could make it so you had force you to ride a Pokemon for this area to try to replicate that. But I guess there's, because you can't ride every Pokemon, you would have some teams that would be impossible to pull off with. I don't know, just some thoughts I've been pondering. Maybe the science can do this. There's a nose post here. Don't throw the game, throw Pokeballs instead. I feel like that's a line taken right from the original games, like a trainer tip or something that had it. And I'll take 5 silver pineapple berries, even though I never use them in this game because like they're just they suffer from the RPG syndrome, where you have to like, we're so rare that, and there's no way to get more of them, that you just like never use them because you don't want to waste them. Pokemon World's pretty moving, is it? Huh? Sorry, I spaced out. I'm a coach trainer. Do you want to have a battle? Sure. Might as well fight the coach trainer while we're here, because they always have something worth... if no one else, they always have something that's worthwhile at the end, with the TM and all that. Unfortunately, I'm just not really finding too many good situations to get Order out here and actually have her battle getting experience. She's holding her own okay against these Pokemon, but not as well as I would like for an area that I skipped a while back. Still, if you can take care of these Pokemon by yourself, it will make it easier to get you up with the rest of the team, I suppose. And I could always go into Candy if I really want to. I don't know, it just feels like it's way too easy to cheat with Candy. Like, the game is definitely built around it, but you can definitely, like, get carried away, and there's no real way to tell when you're like giving Pokemon too much candy. I mean, like, a lot of the Pokemon that we still have out here kind of need a little experience going through. Get 71 out here. Get Hoopa into some more battles. I always keep getting surprised with Hoopa being one of our underleveled Pokemon, just considering that, like, it feels like she's been such a beast. And I would say, like, well, she did kind of struggle against Bane, but then again, we did go for the gym leaders out of order. So probably by the time we actually got, do I even want to bother with moves when I'm probably never going to use this Pikachu? I mean, if I'm leveling up, I might as well, like, just get an optimal moveset just in case it actually gets up high enough. Alright, Beedrill. This is actually something Order might be able to handle. Come on, I'm counting on you. Come on out here and make me proud. You know, what was this Coach Trainer's gimmick anyways? This whole battle, I don't even think we've given them a couple turns to attack us too. It's not like we were completely sweeping his team. And yet I still don't quite know what he possibly had, what it could possibly be. So if I haven't made it apparent just through my side thoughts, this was a lot different in the old games. Drill. Oh, that's right. They all are Pokemon with Drill. And actually, that's a pretty good move for... I was just wondering about ways to make Order more useful. That's a fantastic TM for Order. And yet, they can't learn it. No, okay, that's right. He is a Feral, not a Dodrio. Even though they both have the same exact type of beak. Well, trust me when I say it's a good TM. I think it's kind of cool what they do with it in Pokemon Go. Like, I mean, it's a standard ground type move, but just the fact that they gave it to Beedrill for Weedle Community Day was kind of neat. Makes Beedrill... gives a little more depth to Beedrill, honestly. Like, you wouldn't really expect too many situations where you actually want to use it in Great League Pokemon Go battling. But ever since this Community Day came out, you see every now and then. Oh cool, this Squad Girls has a Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. I don't know if I want to fight all of them for the sake of time. But we should fight one of them. Probably the one that our team can handle the best. Yeah, I think it's kind of clear where I made up my mind. You want to battle my Pokemon? I don't think we're too far from the top at this point, so I think it's fine. We can get away with doing this. I'd rather knock this route out today instead of, like, just do this and then jump into something like the Power Plant or Seafoam Island in the next one. An ideal situation would have, like, one 30-minute session for each of the bonus areas. That'd be nice at the very least. Well, at least we're almost done with this fight. And this does give me ideas of places I can go off screen to try to raise up my team if I possibly need it. I think we'll be okay, especially after we, like, go through all the side areas that I was passing before. Ah! Okay, and she still has her Pokemon out, even though it's fainted. But then again, I guess, like, I think we could still ride our Dodrio, even if it does faint. Okay, I guess you're not optional. Well, you have your Pokemon, let me see. But I think that's about the end of the route right there. So, I guess we probably didn't need to fight that one trainer. Probably could have, like, fought this Beckner over here and made it a part of itself, but alas. While I'm making comparisons between this and the old games, I'm noticing a lot less bikers. That class, I guess when that class still exists in this game. It definitely wasn't a thing if I read Leaf Green, because like a whole Seafoam Island things, which I would have loved to showcase at this point, but I never really like got around to playing Fire Red, or I think Leaf Green was file I was actually using on my own to actually get up to the point where you go to Seafoam, go to the Sunvi Islands. And maybe I'll make it a bonus episode in the future if I ever get around to playing it. I would love to actually do it alongside this, but I figured, like, it's better to focus on this project. But yeah, right after being Bane, but before being Giovanni in the Gen 3 remakes, you went to, like, this whole side area. And the cool thing about it is there's a whole side story. It's all supposed to be content that was originally going to be in the original Red and Blue, but they just ran out of space, which kind of makes me kind of sad. And the biggest fault I have with this game, when they said that, like, they cut out the Sunvi Island content to make it more like the original Red and Blue games, but the thing is, this stuff was in the original Red and Blue. At one point in time, it was planned to be a thing for Red and Blue. So it just feels like cut content, not like just trying to appeal to the old fans. It just never made sense to me. Like, I kind of feel like we get too attached to nostalgia when it comes to the point where we're afraid of, like, new content just because it wasn't there in our original classics. Like, when you introduce the fact they introduced something in a remake, it did not reintroduce it in the originals, especially when it's, like, something that you could argue was going to be in original games. If the situation was different, just makes me really feel like we're missing out. Kind of why I kind of feel like Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver are I have to be a little careful with how I word this. Also, this is where you got Fly in the original games. Like, you have to cut that tree and you get to Woman's Secret Retreat. Oh! Funny, she still gives you Fly. The funny thing... You want to know something funny? Order can learn it. Order is an ostrich. Order is not a bird that can fly. But Order can learn it. I don't think we're actually going to teach it, because I don't think it's that much better than Drill Peck. It's a little weaker, but it's 100% accurate. Fly takes 2 turns, so it's kind of more like 45 damage per ratio, because I could be doing once in the time frame that it takes me to get 90 damage with Fly, I could be doing 160 damage with Drill Peck. It was a little bit of a shame because it's kind of funny, but I just can't convince myself to do it. While I'm in the TN screen, is there really nothing Order can learn that we haven't already teach it? Probably not, because there's, like, Ruse was a TM. I knew. And I already taught a Headbutt, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I made a run through with the TMs here. Fuscad is interesting, but, like, I don't think it's really that reliable. Though, actually, do I have a normal type move? I think I have Headbutt, but I'm not sure if... Pardon me. Let me double check something. Same power. I like the side effect of Headbutt over Facade, because Facade, like, doubles your power if you're, like, have a status effect. But I don't think we're gonna, like, reliably get status effects, minus, like, Koga's gym. We already take care of it. And what are you dudes all up to? Well, lucky me, I get to extend the episode a bit longer. Well, thankfully I have the best Pokemon to breeze through these guys, apparently, up in front. So much for like all the biker dudes having like coughing and other poison types. This is a nice change in diversity, but I guess it's a problem like trying to have like diverse battles in an older game. Like there's only 150 Pokemon. If you want like not like use all the OP Pokemon so early on, you're eventually gonna run out of stuff to actually bring out and use against other trainers. And did we find a whole Pokemon and our Pikachu didn't gain a single level of experience? Am I just imagining that? I mean, we're high enough level. I figure I do it for the funsies, but Earthquake probably one-shot 2 at this point, so I'm just wasting everyone's time. Yeah, I could've just done that in the first place, and it would have been the same thing, like it would have also involved the ground falling beneath their feet, and little stuff like that. Alright. Mind your own business. Like hanging out here. I gotta at least see what you're up to. No, how about no? Anyways, what do y'all think about the way they handle the trainer models in this game? Like, I kind of see what they're going for. Like, they model them a lot off the original Red and Blue games. Like, obviously, like, they took all their inspirations directly from Red and Blue instead of pulling from a more recent remake. And the trainer models are a good example of that. Like, that pose they make right before they go into battle is almost to a T to the original Red and Blue games. So that's good for the sake of nostalgia, I suppose. No, I was wondering why we had a Pikachu trying to learn Thunder Wave. And that's not even your only Pokemon. Well, again, an attempt to like emulate the Generation 1 games over more recent remakes, I can just Earthquake this coughing to no consequence of anyone. Even though it's clearly floating above the ground. I mean, which is good because I just realized that I don't really have a Psychic type on this team. Closest I have is Gambalea when I actually bothered to teach the Psychic TM to it. So it's good that I still have an option for Poison types, even though I don't have the most OP type in the game. Have I mentioned that I was good in... Like, back when this was Yellow vs. Leaf Green, I was leaning towards getting a Starmie on the team just to levicate that, and I probably would have used Starmie in these games as well. If it wasn't for the fact that it got so late in the game, and because of the sentimental value I got from Gyarados just from using it in Pokemon Go. To the point where I wanted to make sure I used Gyarados on a team. It's kind of just a big deal when you're just like... It takes so long to get the water types in this game. When I feel like because of the fishing rods, you're able to fish up other Pokemon a lot sooner here than you were in the original Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Anyways, I'm gonna just like start closing things out here because I know it's like we're going like 40 minutes already. So as I finish it up, thank you all. I guess we can wait until last Pokemon to really bit of do. Also doesn't help that I kind of just like ran out of things to say. Though I guess the reason like the bikers really got me thinking about Seven Islands is because the whole side quest in that game. Well, for one, you're looking for like. Point being, there's like a biker game from Kanto that comes all the way to these islands.